We started in 1994 to discover the history of learning disability. Nobody had actually written about it. It had been written about under things like special education, psychiatry, but not in terms of the history and the lives experienced. Our aims are to create inclusive spaces to share history, to do history by and for everyone.
I think it's really important to have a dialogue about disabled people's history. We're largely forgotten, or other people have written our history for us, and I think it's really vital that we take control of our own histories and we articulate them in a way that we are content and happy with.
There's no one better placed to tell the history of disabled people than disabled people themselves. Since 1994, the Heritage Lottery Fund has awarded more than £28 million to over 700 projects that have specifically set out to benefit and explore the heritage of disabled people.
So this project was funded by Heritage Lottery to capture the memories of the former residents of Prudhoe Hospital, and this is us. So they were the steering group and also the contributors.
As has already been acknowledged today, disabled people are not included in mainstream history records very often. What we're interested in, as opposed to that, is the social and political impact disabled people have had on society in terms of protest, campaigning, lobbying. That's the other side of it that's really important.
Many people today don't understand the history of disability and need to know more about why some people get frustrated with social change and the challenges and the barriers that we've experienced. People need to understand why it has been so difficult. We've experienced so much and so much has changed that if we don't capture these histories now, it will be lost.
There is really this sort of battle going on, if you like, to capture and enable the voices and memories of people. Sometimes a battle against time. That generation is starting to die out, and that battle is against the institutional record, the record of the institution, of the asylum, of the school, sometimes of the architect even.
The aim originally with this particular project was to interview 50 disabled people about their previous experience of schooling over the last 100 years. We managed to recruit disabled young people to become aspiring interviewers. And just saying that is a milestone away from what traditional research has done to people. It's often marginalised people in particular settings and compounded the difficulties that people have experienced in institutions.
At the Museum of London, we're actually kind of keen as a starting point to bring in people with disabilities into the kind of decision-making process to find out, what they think about what we're doing, to help us plan and shape projects. Themes that have come up in today's conference, like segregation versus integration and the issues with labelling and terminology, these are kind of lots of topics that are quite interesting for us in terms of what we actually look at.
All these histories need to be out there in the public domain. If we can understand and uncover the history of disabled people, this will give young disabled people who are growing up today much more of an understanding of how disabled people have helped shape and change our social history.